Hello, 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 everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is Jaylee's Corner, and this is my review for Growing Up Hip Hop Season 3, Episode 3. Um, I don't know about this episode today, but we'll get into that in a second. First things first, as you always know, I love new subscribers. So if you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel. It does not cost you anything. I repeat this every single video because it's very, very true. It doesn't cost you anything. It just lets you know when I have new videos up, when I have new content, new reviews for different shows. So please feel free to hit that little subscribe button, and then you can always know when Jelly's Corner has a new video up. You can also share my videos on your social media, and you can also like the video. You know how you do that? You hit the share button, or you hit the like button. Either way, it's greatly appreciated. There's also a comment section at the bottom. You can put any comment that you like. The only rule is, guess what you think the rule should be. Please be respectful to me and also to anyone else making their comments. Thank you so much. We're going to be adults here, people. I don't get much craziness like that, but I feel like I should always put up a disclaimer. And yeah. So let's get into this episode of Growing Up Hip Hop. It's good. However, I kind of find fault in a lot of shit they talking about. And it's kind of getting on my nerve a little itty bitty 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 bit. Mary J. Blige, future ex-husband's daughter, gets on my fucking nerves. Vanessa and how she's talking to everyone except Angela about not talking to Angela is getting on my nerves. Boogie, is it Boogie or Dame Dad's son and his DUIs and lawyer fees that he say he can't pay is getting on my nerves. It's just a couple of things. I'm moving the camera that are getting on my nerves at this point in time. So, the episode starts off with Romeo and Book having a conversation. And, Romeo is basically telling Boogie about the whole fight in New Orleans. And he's just saying, how the fight happened and how his dad is upset about everything that happened. He also goes into how his dad did not let them hang around with Lil One, their cousin, when they were younger, because Lil One was like, the bad cousin. And what I thought about that was, if Lil One the bad cousin, and if he know Lil One is the troublemaker, and he don't like y'all around Lil One, why did he do a scene with Lil One in episode 1? I mean, Lil One was on camera with you and your daddy, and he wasn't talking as if Lil One was a problem. Yes, he said Lil One had been arrested a few times and all this stuff. So if Lil One is the Lil One who caused the most issues, why y'all hang around Lil One? I don't hang around my cousins who have foolishness, simply because I don't want the foolishness around me. I still love my family dearly, absolutely, positively, but if you know certain people gonna be the one to turn up no matter what's gonna be the situation, and that ain't what you want to be about, you want to live a calm, cool life, it's okay to love your family from afar. You know what I'm saying? You can be like, hey cuz, love you, at the family reunion, or hey cuz, what's up, at a Sunday dinner. But you're not really trying to hang around them like that in social settings, because that's when shit pop off. So for me, it was weird, because I'm like, but he was in the scene with Master P. Master P wasn't acting like, he was a crazy cousin. So for me, that was a little bit weird. Romeo even saying, his dad was upset because No Limit is on a comeback. They're on a comeback now? I mean, I love No Limit back in the day. You know what I'm saying? I did. And I wish they would have kept up that momentum over the years. But it's like, me personally, I haven't heard a No Limit new song in a long time. I haven't heard nothing from Romeo, from his daughter Zanique, from him, from Mia X, from Silk the Shocker, Mystical. I ain't heard nothing from, no one who was on the No Limit roster back in the day, or anyone new. So I'm all for them if they, My foot just touched the lamp and it moved. I'm like, what the world? I'm all for a record label making a comeback, but I mean, you've been on the show 3 seasons. Y'all ain't had a song pop out yet. Oh, we're not gonna talk about that. Um, so yeah, it's that whole conversation. Next we see Boogie, saying how like what? Oh, Boogie was also talking to him about the DUI and all this things, and he talking about how he gotta basically find some money for that lawyer because the lawyer costs $5 grand. So yeah. Next we see Pep trying to get together a housewarming party for her new home in LA. And I hope Peppa and Egypt storyline ain't gonna be no damn ghost in their house. This ain't Ghostbusters. That can't. I mean, for the past 2 episodes, all y'all been talking about is this damn ghost. Okay, look, if you ain't got nothing else to offer but a ghost in the house, I ain't trying to watch you every week. Leave that out. You can just be a B character, and we just gonna leave that be. Um, even so, they have a medium coming to the house. Pepper and hired a medium to come and I don't know, poltergeist. I don't know what they come and do to basically say if there's anything else in the house. TT, who was, I don't know if she's a cousin, an auntie, or this is a fake friend, a fake family member. She like, what? You gonna get a medium here? And Pepper like, well, yeah, because I want to really know, if something is really here, if there's some kind of spirit. And TT kind of like me. My thing is, I don't want to know. Let me be ignorant. Don't you open up no doors to no spirit worlds. Let them ghosts up in this house. Let them go stay wherever they at. I don't want to know for a fact it's a ghost sitting on that couch. What? Because now I can't sit on that couch. I'm with TT. No, 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 no. Don't let me know. What I did find funny is TT was saying that wet dreams is really when ghosts have sex with people. You having a wet dream. You sleep and you wake up, with a wet dream, and it's because the ghost was sleeping with you overnight. I've had other friends and people around me tell me they feel like they had sex with a ghost. I don't want to have sex with no ghost. You know what I'm saying? I'm straight. Nope. I don't want them kind of problems. I don't want them kind of demonic spirits nowhere around me. Get thee behind me, Satan. Back up, Jesus, all up and through here. No, 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 no. But I did think it was funny that she was jokingly saying that wet dreams are when you're being fucked by ghosts. Not in my house. So the medium does come in, and he's like, I do feel something here. There's something here. Something definitely went on. I can walk in anyone's house and say, you know what? I do feel something. Bitch, yeah, you feel the air conditioning. You know what? I do feel something. You felt some grease pop on you because I'm cooking some chicken. You can't walk in my house and say, I do have a feeling here. That is just, anybody can have a fucking feeling. And then he like, yeah, because the chandelier crystals are moving. It's probably because she opened the door and the wind blew and they got damn central air and they make things move. You can't tell me that a chandelier moving mean is ghosts in the house. I'm like, why is it back into this bullshit? Again, I hope this is not their storyline. I'm looking like, who gives a fuck? And if you get a house that's haunted, I'm moving. I'm not staying in a fucking haunted house. I don't go to haunted houses on Halloween. I ain't gonna live in one for the rest of my life. No thank you. No thank you, ma'am. No sir. Nobody. But he's like, yeah, I feel like, there's some secrets in here. I feel secrets coming from this way, pointing towards Egypt and TT. And Egypt like, me and my mom don't keep secrets, and TT can't keep her mouth closed long enough to hold a secret. Then you have Pepper saying, well, the only secret she said is in her confessional. The only secret is, about me in this book that I'm writing, and it's things in the book that Egypt don't know. I'm like, okay, now we get into some juicy juices and stuff. Okay, when can we talk about that? But of course, they don't talk about that. The next scene is Boogie and his dad, Dame, at this weed spot in LA because Dame wants to open up a weed spot in Vegas. Because as he keeps saying, why not make money doing something with something that you love? I love a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think just because I like to smoke weed, I don't like to smoke weed. I'm speaking on his behalf. I don't think if I like to smoke weed that I think I should sell weed. I think people who smoke weed shouldn't sell weed. Because you smoke, unless you can not get high on your own supply. You want a weed business? Everybody trying to sell weed now. I mean, this why? And he's like, well, when I see Book and he don't seem happy about it because he got a damn DUI, but you don't know about, and he can't afford a damn lawyer, so he don't know how to react to you. So but he's talking to the owner of this shop who's saying, yeah, he has a license to grow it. He also has a license to sell it. And I'm like, people really out here being, making and selling weed. I haven't smoked weed I don't know, I'm 35. I probably haven't smoked weed since I was in my 20s. And I was never even a weed smoker. My friends smoke weed, so we was all together. They would just make me hit a blunt or whatever, and I'm looking like, oh my god. And I did like, I still don't know how to roll a blunt. I still don't know the difference between like a nickel bag, a dime bag, a bag that costs $25 and a bag that costs 50. I don't, I'm not a weed person, and I guess Dame is, and I guess he want his son to be a weed person too. But if my son has a drinking problem, I wouldn't want him getting into a business of weed. That's just my personal preference. So yeah, we see them Master P is in the studio with his daughter Stephanie. I think that's a weird different name. And he gets a call from that restaurant that the fight happened in New Orleans. And the restaurant like, hey, we called him because there were damages from the fight your son started. And P like, hold on. Why you gotta say that my son started it? Because truth be told, Rome didn't throw that punch. He didn't start that fight. It was a conversation being had, and someone else started the fight. Okay, let's be honest. But as Master P has said before, whenever something happens, they do attach it to whoever the famous person is. So just the fact that Romeo was there with his friends and a fight broke out, clearly Romeo, because of course he also has money. So Master P is he's getting a little bit upset, but he's like, look, we ain't got to go that far. It'll get handled or whatever. And he's like, he want to go talk to Romeo about this restaurant calling about everything. They show a little bit of Angela hanging out with her assistant. This was like also a scene I didn't care about much. It was just her showing how she had a store, but her store opened around the same time she had her son. So she's been a busy mom, and she has been lacking in other areas in her life because her son trumps everything. And I get that. She's a new mom. I mean, I get it. But again, I kind of didn't care. We do see that Vanessa texts Angela within this, as she's there talking to her assistant, and Angela just responded back that she texted her and said, that they needed to talk, and Angela responded back and said, oh, well, not right now, I'm busy. Okay, siblings siblings are different. Some siblings no one can be the same. Like, okay, I have a brother and I have a sister. I'm the more social one. Like, I'm the one that's more on social media. I do videos. I'm the more social one in that aspect of it. My brother's an artist. He's artsy, but he's also to himself. You know what I'm saying? That's how my brother is. My sister is totally like she's on social. They're both on social media, of course. They have Facebook and YouTube, not YouTube, Facebook and pages like that. But they're not all out there like that. But we don't call each other all the time because we be busy. But we text here and there. But if my sister wants something from me, she gonna text me and say, Jay Lee, and whatever it is. She not gonna keep texting me saying, I need to talk to you. She gonna text me and say what she wanna say, or she'll call me and say what she wanna say. I feel like with Angela and Vanessa, for me, it's weird because I'm just speaking from what's being shown on TV. Of course, I don't know their personal life. It seems like Vanessa is reaching out to Angela, and she's saying how she wants to talk to Angela about her fashion show, her fashion line, but you can easily have a full-fledged text conversation with somebody about whatever. And my thing is, if you just like saying, hey, what's up, but not telling me anything, I don't know that you got something to tell me because you haven't said, hey, I have something to tell. You know what I'm saying? Like, if my brother is having an art show, he gonna say that to me. You know what I'm saying? One way or the other. If he called me and I don't answer, he'll shoot me a text. You know what I'm saying? I think that's kind of how technology is now. So for me, I'm wondering why is it that Vanessa is acting like she can't tell Angela anything, or even why Angela hasn't talked to her. It's just weird for me. I don't understand it because with me, I have one sibling who lives here in the state of Michigan. I have one sibling who lives in Illinois. And if we need to talk, we'll talk. If I need to say something, I'll text my siblings or call my siblings. And if they don't answer one time, I'll call back. You know what I'm saying? I'll tag their ass on Facebook. I'm calling you, answer your, you know what I'm saying? We can do that. So for me, I'm wondering why they haven't done that. And again, I'm hoping it's not just a part of a storyline. I got all off track. But yeah. So Angela told Vanessa she was busy, and that was kind of it via text. We see that Pep is inviting all her daughter's friends to her housewarming party. I'm confused because Pep is the adult. Pep is a grown woman. And you're inviting like Vanessa, you're inviting Mary J. Blige's future ex-husband's daughter, Brianna. You're inviting Book, who is Dame Dash's son, Lil Romeo, Christiana. Where are all the adult friends of yours? Like, where are your friends at? Like, you ain't invite Salt. You ain't invite Spinderella. You ain't invite Queen Latifah. You didn't invite someone of your own age. You know what I'm saying? And for me, I'm like, if the show is about growing up hip hop, why your daughter not having a party? It was just weird to me that she's going off her guest list, and it's all the kids from the show, and she's the parent. I just felt like that to me was awkward. That's just my personal opinion. So yeah, so she's talking to TT or whatever, and her hairdresser's there, the same hairdresser in the last episode who told them that Christiana was sleeping with her producer. So what did he bring up this episode to? That Christiana fucking her producers. And I'm like, why you keep bringing up that girl personal life? Like, why you on TV saying that she out here fucking producers again for the second episode? Like, okay, we get it. That's your tea on that girl. But what you keep bringing it up for? Let that girl live. If she fucking her producers for some tracks, let her fuck her producers for some tracks. Don't be. I just think I don't like when other people who don't like. If you don't know that girl and you just speaking of what you heard and you still spreading it around, it's idle gossip. Because what if she not really fucking on the producers, but people think she fucking them because you keep telling the story that she fucking them. Just hush, producer, hairdresser man. So anyway, we see Boogers at the party at this little housewarming, and he's trying not to drink, cause he's saying like, when I have a drink, I'm a different person. I want to be me today. I can get that, because when I get drunk, or if I have too many drinks, you do kind of become a different person. My other person is called Jaylisha, and I try my best to not even get to that point. Plus, I'm older now, so I don't drink like that at all anyway. But I like how he was conscious enough to, smart enough to say, I'm going to abstain from drinking so that I can stay myself and not turn into this other liquor-filled person. And TT was like offering him drinks, and he was like, no, I'm gonna stay. I'm not gonna drink today. I'm just gonna, and he was like, I'm gonna stay myself. I don't want to become the other person. Good, bravo, bravo, bravo. Next we see Christiana walks in, and who does she walk in with? The damn producer Adonis, who the hairdresser saying that she fucking, and who's married. Why did she? I also wonder why she brought her producer to a party. That is a little different, but sometimes in that industry, you're friends with the producers, you're friends with the writers on your album, you're friends with the engineer working, you know what I'm saying? You're friends with them, so it's not that awkward, but the fact that they saying that she fucking that man and he married, it is a little different. We see Vanessa is there, and she's still talking about how she hasn't connected with Angela. Okay. We see that, Mary J. Blige's future ex-husband's daughter, Brianna, is also there. And Angela feels awkward. And she should, because of course she's like, she hasn't seen or talked to Brianna since she found out that Brianna was talking about her sister. Her and Brianna have like a little conversation, and she brings up, Brianna's like, where's Angela? And then she's like, well, she's not here. And then Brianna, she's like, well, I wanted to, talk to you because I heard that you were kind of talking about my sister. And Vanessa, real, like, easygoing, real nonchalant. Like, to me, is like a Teletubby. Like, she's oh so sweet. And I don't think she even know how to handle conflict. And when she's trying to talk to Brianna about it, Brianna, oh, fake tired ass, trying to make it seem as if it's oh so innocent, like it's really not an issue. You know, she's acting like, oh, well, I said to her, hey, and she's like, nice to meet you. And I jokingly, ha 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 ha, said, bitch, I didn't, she made it seem as if it was no malice in what she said. Bitch, you was all behind the scenes talking mad shit about Angela. So now to come to this party when her sister asking you, what's going on, you make it seem as if there's no real issue. There may not be an issue as far as Angela saying something to you or about you negatively. So she doesn't have an issue with you per se. You clearly have an issue with Angela. And for me, it was weird to see you try to play nice with Vanessa in person. You smiling like, oh, that's all that it was. Yeah, that's all. But bitch, in your confession, you all like, Vanessa don't like me. Angela don't like me. I'm tired of this shit. What else did she say? Oh, I could have slapped them. Um, and I don't know why Vanessa talking to me when she don't have an issue with me. I don't know why, it should be Angela talking to me because she the one with the problem. But she don't have a problem, bitch. You do. You have a problem with Angela. I've heard people say that Angela seems snooty. She seems whatever. That she seems whatever. That is a rich black girl. Okay? I mean, and not even to say that she has the right to be snooty because she's rich. I don't even think she's snooty. I think she just not used to certain things, and she's just different. You know what I'm saying? The same way I'm a little rough around the edges. I can be ghetto when I need. You know what I'm saying? That's not Angela. And so to a person from the Mary J. Blige, future ex-husband, daughter, is a whole different kind of person. She's very fucking different. And she wouldn't mesh with Angela because they're from two different sides of the world. And they not gonna mesh. Period. So Brianna acting like, it's this big issue with Angela, and it's not. It's really your issue with Angela. And the fact that you didn't say all that bullshit to Vanessa about Angela shows you not really about that life. You know what I'm saying? At all. Because if you had an issue with her sister and you didn't care about Vanessa either, and she can get it too, you would have went at her. But you didn't. You played like you was oh so innocent, like it wasn't a big deal, and you jokingly called her sister a bitch. You is stupid. I don't like Brianna. She gets on my fucking nerve. Then even Angela after the fact when she was like, that was just so awkward. And I don't even know, why I'm in the middle of this because I haven't even talked to my sister, so I really shouldn't even be involved. Bitch, that's still your sister. If I don't talk to my sister for 6 months, which would never happen, but if I don't talk to my sister, if I hear of anyone speaking negatively on my sister and me and that person in the same space, oh, we gonna have a conversation. Okay? Period. And it ain't even gonna be, well, I'm not gonna speak up because I ain't talking to my sister. That's my sister. That's your sister, Vanessa, whether you talk to her or not. Blood thicker than everything, okay? I mean, it is. And y'all ain't got no real issue. You and her just having talks. Y'all ain't beefed out. You know what I'm saying? That ain't what it is. So for you to be like, you don't see why you speaking up because you haven't talked to your sister either, that don't mean shit. I ain't talking to my brother this week, but if somebody says something about my brother, I'm going off. I haven't talked to my sister in 2 days. I think she texted me like 2 days ago. But if somebody says something about my sister, I'm going off. That's just what's going to happen. So I'm like, I don't get why she was saying because she ain't talked to her. Bitch, what? Man, and y'all are Simmons. Y'all should be family over everything. Every day, all day. Point blank, period. I get mad. But I told you in the beginning, some of the stuff made me mad. So yeah. Next. What do we have? We see that Boogie adds TT out. For me, that was weird because I'm looking like Boogie seems like a bum. Like he might be, you have a group of friends and everybody got their shit together, but they got that one friend in the group who ain't got their shit together. That's Boogie. I keep calling that boy the wrong name. That's named Dad's son. He the one that's not fully together, but he in the circle. And they, when he fit in, but something ain't right. So, he's like, I'm going to take her out on a date, because I'm the first person, she's new to town, and because I'm the first person that she's going to go out with, I feel like I'm going to be setting a standard. Um, that's a low ass standard. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got what you have 2 DUIs. You don't have a license. Your license is suspended, so you shouldn't even be driving around anywhere. You have a drinking problem, and you scared to tell your daddy about your DUIs. Like, I don't even want you not a standard. Like, you just like that's not even what's hot in these streets. I mean, you don't have a license. You have 2 DUIs. You can't pay for your lawyers. You have a drinking problem, and you, TT, you should have said no, girl. So whatever. We do see that he does boogie, does finally start drinking at the party. Yes, and he turns into a some semi different person. We see he has that first drink, and he says in the confessional, he's like, I feel like when I have one drink, I have to just keep having more. I can't stop drinking. You're that's an alcoholic, like fully. That's alcoholic talk. Just so that once you have one drink, you can't stop. You feel like you need the liquor to live. That you should. That's dangerous. So yeah, we have that whole thing of just him drinking, and he even said that when he's drinking too much, he's a liability. Red flag. So next we have Vanessa, who is on the phone with her mom and their other sister. The other sister is their mom's other daughter. Um, and she's just talking about how that other sister also has an issue with Angela. She does, however, say that it's not really Angela, that the other sister, at times, they can bump heads because the sister is a little bit stubborn and she's a little bit too cool. Sometimes people think, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hang out with you, whatever, whatever. That kind of too cool, not like, any other way. And she said that they just clash so they don't get along. But she's hoping to bring them all together just as sisters. I think that's beautiful. I think that's great. Get that figured out. Um, we see Vanessa having drinks with Christiana and still saying how she hasn't told Angela about her show, how she still hasn't talked to Angela. And Christiana was a fucking genius, and she said, why did you just send her a text and tell her? And Vanessa acting like, well, can I really text her that kind of information? You can text the only thing you can't text somebody is that somebody died and that you can't break up with someone. Those are the only things I feel like you should not text somebody. Those are the only things I think you should do in person or at least over the phone. You can't text someone passed away, and you shouldn't break up with somebody via text. Anything else is open, okay? Fashion show, baby shower, a new job, a new couch in your house, even a new boo. Whatever else besides death and breaking up is okay via text. Okay, those are the rules. So she does text her and tell her about it, and by the end of the episode, Vanessa hadn't responded yet, so we'll see what that is next episode. Um, we see Master P talking to Lil Romeo. He's still a little bit upset. He's saying how he feels like Lil One, the cousin, played them. I don't know how he felt like they got played. He was saying something as if because they have money, he felt like Lil One overreacted and it can cost them money. He maybe did it on purpose. But again, you took Lil Romeo to New Orleans and y'all was hanging out and filming scenes. So you are also to blame. You can't blame everybody else, okay? I mean, Master P, get the fuck over it. And he was just saying how because Lil One started to fight, he was pissed about that as well. I agree with that. He was like, well, what if Lil One started shooting? That would have been crazy. And I refused to let you end up in jail. And Romeo just kind of letting them talk, and they playing basketball. And he was like, because if something happened to you, I'm going to the penitentiary. I 100% understand that. And I agree. If somebody messes with your child, you have the right to react, and you might end up in the penitentiary. I get that. And he was saying how Lil One wasn't worried about how his actions would affect them because they live up in, for example, they from the Hollywood Hills and that's where they are now, but he in the hood still. So if he start a fight and they get sued, he ain't got to worry about it. Master P has to worry about it. Lil One can go back to the hood and he ain't got to even pay attention to anything. So I mean, he was upset about it. He was just saying how he was gonna go have a conversation with Lil One. So we do see that. We do see Boogie and TT on their date. They was on like a grill date when they went and got fitted for grills. You can't afford your lawyer, but you gonna buy her some grills. And he did say the thing. I have to choose between my lawyer and the grill. So I'm gonna pay my lawyer fees first, of course, and I'm not gonna pay for the grills until we get them back. Whatever. Um, they do go to get like drinks or whatever, and the lawyer calls his phone, and she's like, "Oh, you can answer the phone, it's okay." And when he answers it, she can hear his conversation, and she hears him say, "Well, the Lord people say something about a DUI." I'm wondering if she also heard them say we need this money up front because he ain't still paid that bill yet, and so we shall see. That whole thing ended. Um, we do see Lil Romeo, Master P, and Lil One all in New Orleans. Lil One and Romeo had a conversation first. Lil One apologized for starting the fight. He said that he also realized after the fight that he was completely out of line, that he should not have done it, that he needed to think before he acts. And he says going forward, that's what he plans to do. And he, said sorry and everything. They were there having auditions because I guess Master P gonna have a movie based on his life, and they were auditioning people. So Romeo told Lil One, "Hey, don't talk to my dad. I'll handle it. Just go ahead and leave. Don't worry about it," because he doesn't want his dad and I guess Lil One have this big blowout conversation. And we think Lil One left until we see Lil One walk back into the hall, and him and Master P go have a conversation. And it was weird because Lil One then said, "Well, the reason I swung on the dude was because as Romeo was talking, he was balling his fist up at Rome. He like, so I just swung first before he could hit Romeo." And he like, that's the reason I did it. I was defending Romeo. And he like, so if I try to fight you, if somebody else big try to fight you, you gonna shoot us? Now I don't know where that came from. And then the episode went off of them in the middle of the conversation. I guess it'll be carried on next episode. So again, this is why I say the episode kind of for me was pissing me off a little bit, because it's a lot of bullshit mixed in with a lot of okay shit and a lot of fuckery mixed up with a lot of just what the fuck. So I mean, it's entertaining, but I mean the episodes got to get better. I can't keep dealing with this bullshit. This bullshit. So that was my review of Growing Up Hip Hop LA. Well, yeah, it's the LA cast basically. So episode next week hopefully will be a little bit better. So if you have not done so already, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. You can like my videos. You can share my videos. You can put comments in the bottom section, but please remember to be respectful. Until next week, 'cause I don't think I'm doing, well, I'm doing Power on Saturday night. So other than that, until next time, people, peace. Yes, my best friend's song. I love it. Okay, bye.